This is a team that is galvanized around everything that has gone wrong for them already this year, and it was neat to see. But big picture, what does a performance and a win like this do for Lamar Jackson going forward?
One thing it did, Dan, and hopefully it does, is we can stop questioning whether Lamar is good enough to win a Super Bowl. Okay, that's the one thing. I think acknowledging that he does it different than we've seen, than we've grown accustomed to, and when you're making the comparisons, especially between him and Mahomes, we see the differing styles, but both are as effective. And when you look at Lamar Jackson's performance last night, there's no more important player to their team. And obviously we know how important the quarterback position is, but based on what they do from an offensive standpoint, based on how they've been stricken with injuries, what they don't have, we all still recognize what they do have. And that's Lamar Jackson playing quarterback. And when you have a guy this special, and when he can do as much as he does on the football field. Look, DG, you know this. There was no way the Ravens were supposed to be in this game. There was no way. And even if you go back to last week when they played the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday night, they were not supposed to be in that game. But the reason they were is because Aid is their quarterback. And the reason they can actually win games against a team who we all have as a Super Bowl favorite, or at least to reach that game, is because Lamar Jackson is the quarterback. So that should quiet all the noise about if Lamar Jackson is on this tier or upper echelon of young QBs.
No doubt. And you're right. I mean, he's totally unique, so it's hard to evaluate because you compare and there's no one to compare him to. But, you know, the idea of organizations and coaching being important and, you know, stability, his second pass of the night was intercepted and run back, or his first pass was intercepted, run back for a touchdown. They were trailing the whole game. They still ran the ball 41 times and gained 250 yards, so they stuck to their plan, which is incredible, especially for a team that's trailing and up against it. You look at the Chiefs. I feel silly for asking, is there something wrong with the Chiefs? But did you see anything last night that raises your eyebrows a little bit about Kansas City?
Dan, I would point to the run defense, but who stops the Ravens from running the football? Like look, I was just talking about this with my man Dan Orlovsky, is that the Chiefs started this season off with two teams that are built so well to beat them in football games. The Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens, because of the differing styles. And I talked about how styles make fights in that first matchup when the Kansas City Chiefs played the Browns, and we saw them struggle to stop the run too. But the offense is so prolific, and Patrick Mahomes and that crew is going to put you in a situation where you have to throw the ball to win the game. And you just have to be able to connect. It was like the jump pass Lamar threw. You had to answer at that point in the game. So when you look at the Chiefs, no, I have no concerns about the Chiefs. Tyrann Mathieu is still going to pick off a lot of quarterbacks. Chris Jones, I think, needs to bump back down to his 3 technique where he's more effective. But when you look at the offensive side of the ball, man, the Ravens had to play and have a lot of luck to get that win. So all wins are not created equal. For as much as I give Lamar Jackson the credit for being a guy that could actually win that game, I looked at the Kansas City Chiefs last night and I said, that's pretty much who they've been, right? The San Francisco 49ers had success running the ball against them in the Super Bowl. The Tennessee Titans went up 25 points in the playoffs because Derrick Henry was bumping his head on the goalpost. All they did was make it to the Super Bowl and win one, DG, so no problems here.
Yeah, 404 rushing yards allowed in their first 2 games, but they probably played the 2 best running teams in the entire league. So we'll see going forward. I don't think we're too worried about the Chiefs.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.